Japan is one of the most fascinating countries I've ever visited. From the super punctual trains to the mind blowing convenience of local travel. But if you're planning a trip here, figuring out the best and easiest way to travel can be overwhelming. Whether it's JR Pass, IC card, subways, or taxis. In this video, I'm sharing the most convenient and stress-free way to travel in Japan straight from my personal experience from the last 2 weeks exploring the golden route of Japan, that is Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, Hiroshima, Fukuoka and back to Tokyo. Whether you're here for cherry blossoms or tech vibes in Akihabara, this guide will help you move around Japan like a local. So let's go guys. So I'll come straight to the point. You have landed in Tokyo, Japan. Most of the flights from India go to Tokyo, Japan. In an exception, you might go to Osaka or Fukuoka or Hiroshima. The process is going to be same. So let's assume you went from India and landed in Tokyo. So once you landed in Tokyo, the first thing you have to do is clear the immigration. How to clear the immigration, etc. I've made a dedicated video, guys. So please refer to the same. So once you clear the immigration, the next step for you is to reach your hotel from the airport. And there are many options you can take reaching the hotel, guys. One is KC Skyliner, which I took. Otherwise, you can take a bus which directly goes from airport to your hotel wherever you're staying. For example, Asakasa or Shinjuku or Shibuya. Or you can take the metro which is available in the Narita airport, T1 or T2, directly to your hotel. So now, once you go to Narita airport, you want to take a metro pass. Now, metro pass in the sense I would suggest is my Welcome Suica card. Now, Welcome Suica card is one of the options, guys, and just to remind you how expensive taxis are in Tokyo is, if you want to reach from Narita to Shibuya or Shinjuku, it will cost you 30,000 Indian rupees. Not 30,000 yen, 30,000 Indian rupees. So taxis are very expensive. It is out of the question using taxis in Tokyo. That's why tour companies and packages are so expensive in Japan, because when you come to private buses or private taxis, it's huge. You see a normal package like 8 days, 9 days in Japan. If you go to a tour company or tour agent, he will cost you 2.5 lakhs, because public transportation is cheaper and private transportation like buses and private taxis, private buses, tour buses are very, very expensive. So if you're planning on your own, or if you're backpacking on your own, or if you're planning on your own, the best way, the easiest and the cheapest way for you to travel across Japan is to take this Welcome Suica card. I'll just put it across. This Welcome Suica card is just like any other metro card, which can be used in convenience stores like 7-Eleven, Family Mart. You can pay for food, you can pay for attractions, some attractions, and also you can pay for parking as well. So this comes handy for you, and this is valid for 28 days. Now when you walk into Narita airport, you will find a vending machine. As you can see on my screen, you can take this particular card. You have to recharge this card in multiples of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 yen. And this card is basically free of cost. You just have to recharge this card. And also, once you recharge this card, you will get this card, and this card, like I said, is absolutely free of cost, and this card is valid for 28 days only. Last time I gave away my Malaysia card, my Dubai Metro card, but this time I cannot give this card, guys, because it will be expired very, very soon, and it's 28 days from the day you take this. So I went to Japan on March 21st. So March 21st plus 28 days, this is almost in its ending phase. This will be over. So once you land, if you take this metro pass, according to where your hotel is, on which area, as per Google Maps, you can check on Google Maps, you can take the particular train. Google Maps has to be your best friend in Tokyo or in Japan, because it will give you proper routes without any trouble, guys. So you can book, you can take this card, you can board the particular metro, and you can reach your hotel. It is the most simplest form. You don't have to worry about anything. It's as simple as that. Avoid taxis. Take this Welcome Suica card and go to your hotel, whether it's bus or whether it's Japanese metro. This is accepted widely. And another thing you have to keep in mind is, always have this card with you, because if you lose this card, then it is going to be curtains, because you cannot avail or you cannot get a replacement card. This is an IC card basically, and you have to use this card whenever you're boarding in metro, just like how you board in metro cities in India like Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, etc. Similarly, this card will be used. And to top up this card, I've also recorded this for you guys. If you want to top up this card, just go to a vending machine And as you can see on my screen, just enter the denominations as per you want, 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000 or 5000 yen, and then enter the money, the whatever you want to recharge, and basically you give this card into the vending machine. It recharges and gives you a receipt is also optional whether you want it or not. And just to break it here guys, Japan is so highly developed in terms of public transportation that, for example, if you want to go from point A to point B anywhere in Tokyo, you have public transportation. Like for example, if you're staying in Bangalore, if you want to go from Banshankari to Uttaralli or anywhere in Bangalore, that high development of public transportation in Tokyo is available. Anywhere you want to go, it is available. Now, if you want to go from Banshankari to Uttaralli in Bangalore, you don't have any sort of metros, or you have bus, but you don't have any sort of metros. But when you come to Tokyo, you have wide range of metros, and you can commute anywhere between point A to point B. It is that convenient. So, highly recommend you to use public transportation when in Tokyo. Do not take taxis. You will be ripped off left and right. Always use this welcome suica card to navigate across Japan. I use this card in Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, Fukuoka, Hiroshima, and back to Tokyo. So I use this card everywhere, and it works entirely in Japan. And another option for you, if you don't want to take this welcome suica card, if you are in Tokyo for 1 or 2 days, you're just transiting to US or any other country, there is something called as day pass, which will cost you 700 yen. Now this day pass, the cons of this day pass is some routes are not covered in the day pass. Now all the routes are covered in welcome suica, but some routes outside of Tokyo, when you go to another outskirts of Tokyo, those day pass is not covered. How to take day pass? Again, as you can see on my screen, this is a small vending machine. You just have to go enter the amount that you want. You have to provide your cash, and you have to provide this card. At the end of it, you will get your small kind of a paper kind of a thing where you can get your daily pass. I already have the daily pass, guys. I'll try to put it up on the screen. So you can have the daily pass with you. It's cost about 700 yen, and this pass, like I said, is valid for 24 hours. 24 hours means not from 11 AM to 11 PM. From the time you take, for example, you took this at 4 PM, it is valid till next day 4 PM. It is not like the end of the day. When the date is over, the next day it's not valid. It's not like that. It's valid for 24 hours from the time you take the day pass, from 4 PM to next day 4 PM, or if you take at 3 AM, it is valid till next day 3 AM. So that is another convenience that Japan offers its citizens and the people who travel to Japan in terms of using the easiness of using the public transportation. And I majorly used only metros, guys. Why I'll tell you I did not use buses, because even for one stop, there is a minimum charge of 220 yen for bus, 220 to 240 yen minimum charge even if you take one stop. But whereas metro, it completely depends on the distance and on the line. So even if you're taking one stop or two stops, it depends on that particular line and the distance. You might be charged 100 yen or 120 yen or 140 yen depending upon the stop. But in buses, it's not like that. Irrespective of where you board and where you get down, the minimum charge you have to pay is 220 yen, which is slightly expensive, around 140 to 150 Indian rupees. So that's why we opted for using this welcome suica card wherever we went. Even you can pay this in 7-Eleven or Family Mart when you're buying any drinks, or when you're buying any when you're buying breakfast, burgers or anything, you can tap this card. And to recharge this card again is a very simple process. As you can see on my screen, just enter this, give this card in the vending machine, enter the amount, and then you will have this welcome suica card recharge. If you're not interested to do it in the vending machine, you can also go to 7-Eleven or Family Mart, but this can only be recharged in the multiples of 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000. It can only be recharged in multiples of these, guys. So please remember that you cannot recharge this in 500 or the amount that you want like we do in Bangalore or any other metro cities. So that facility is not there. You can only recharge in the multiples of 1000. Actually, this card is still having around 150 or 170 yen of balance. By the time we came back, we wanted to purchase something in this worth of 100 yen, but nothing was available. In fact, there is nothing available below like 50, 100 yen. So we couldn't purchase. So still this is holding one metro stop's worth of money inside this welcome suica card. So welcome suica card, guys, to wrap it up, it's very convenient. There is a lot of options. There is another option called a suica card that is mostly used by the citizens, the local people of Japan. And also this needs a cover charge. You need a minimum balance of 1000 or 1000 yen or something. And this card is, like I said, it's not meant for tourists. This card is meant widely for tourists. this. There is something called as pasmo card as well, pasmo and suica. But welcome suica card is mainly for tourists and it's only valid for 28 days. And you can use this unlimitedly by the amount you recharge on this card. It's just touch and go. That's all. Just go to metro station, tap and then move forward. Now we'll come to the second part of the video. If you're traveling from Tokyo to Kyoto or Kyoto to Osaka, Osaka to Hiroshima, how do you commute? So the best way to travel, the best way I traveled is not the flights. Flights may be cheaper, but it is not convenient at all. So always I use the Shinkansens. Now, if you're eligible for around 5 to 10% of using Shinkansens, click on the link in the description below. You can enter the to and the destination, and you are eligible for 5 to 10% of discounts. Terms and conditions are applicable. If you're a new user, definitely you will get this discount. I'll drop in my link where you can click on this link and avail the discount, guys. So Shinkansen is another option when you want to travel from point A to point B, and that is the best option. You don't have to go through the check-in, you don't have to go through the security check anywhere. Just carry your luggages. Any item may be in any form of luggage, like power banks can be in check-in, because they don't check in Shinkansen. Shinkansen is basically bullet train. It travels over 300 kilometers per hour. You might have seen the Japanese bullet trains was very first in the market, and it's extremely speedful, guys. So I'll give you a small example. Tokyo to Osaka is the same distance, almost same distance from Bangalore to Hyderabad. Now Bangalore to Hyderabad, if you want to go in a train, even if you board the train around 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock or maybe 10 or 11, I'm not sure. If you board Kachigoda Express from Bangalore to Hyderabad, it will take you, if you board at 8 or 9 o'clock, you will only reach by early morning 5 o'clock. But if you take bullet train from Tokyo to Osaka, which is same distance around 500 plus kilometers, it will take you just 2 hours 15 minutes. 2 hours 15 minutes, the same distance between Bangalore to Hyderabad is Tokyo to Osaka, which will only take you 2 hours and 15 minutes to commute in Shinkansen bullet train. It is that powerful, it is that good, and the experience of this Shinkansen you will not get in major tour companies, guys. So if you plan to go to Japan on a tour company or through a tour agent, you will not experience these kind of things traveling in a bullet train, because flight is more cheaper than bullet train. I completely agree, but the convenience and experience of this bullet train, you can only find this in Japan, and you can only find this in places like China or South Korea. You will not find bullet trains or high speed trains of 300 plus kilometers per hour in India or in any other country. Similar to India, when you go to Middle East, you will not find these kind of, even in Turkey, it is not there. Even we went to Kazakhstan, the topmost bullet train speed there was around 150 or 170 kilometers. They call that as bullet train. So when you go to Japan, it's your kind of responsibility to experience this bullet train. And of course, welcome suica card will not work in bullet trains. You have to click on the link in the description below. You have to buy bullet train tickets, and you have to just scan the QR code on your mobile when tapping into the gates, and it will definitely open. And when you open, that's pretty much it. When you're exiting, you have to use the same QR code, and you will come out of the Shinkansen station. So reaching Shinkansen station, again, there are particular stations you want to board the bullet trains. And to board that bullet trains, you can use your welcome suica card to reach till the Shinkansen station, whether it's bus or metro, and then board your Shinkansen. Like I said, if Shinkansen is at 11 o'clock, you can reach at 10:55, no problem, and you can board. But if you want to board the same flight at 11 o'clock, you'll have to reach the airport by 8 o'clock. There is a lot of time waste, guys. And there is not much of difference between Tokyo to Osaka. Flight might take 1 hour 30 minutes. Train is taking 2 hours 15 minutes, just 45 minutes extra. But that is the value of Shinkansen or bullet train that brings to the people of Japan, and for the people of Japan who visit like me as a tourist. So when you go to Japan, it is your responsibility to experience this Shinkansen, which is highly recommended in my opinion. And like I said, you can blindly take this welcome suica card and use it anywhere in Japan. If I go to Japan next time, this card is not going to be valid, because this is valid only for 28 days. If this was valid, I would have given you guys. I made a giveaway last time free of cost of my metro card. There was someone from Bangalore very close to my place who came and collected it. So that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, use your welcome suica card. Do not, just to wrap it up, I'll mention those points. Use welcome suica card. This is going to work out best. If you're staying in Tokyo for 1 or 2 days, use the daily pass. If you want to make a lot of to and fro, daily pass is going to be really worth. Avoid taxis. Do not even touch taxis in Japan. It is as expensive as 30,000 rupees from airport to city. It is that expensive, guys. So never use taxis or private buses at all. And whether you land in Haneda Airport or Narita Airport, there is vending machines to use this welcome suica card. You can easily get this welcome suica card in any of the vending machines, whether in Narita Airport or Haneda Airport, the two major airports. But now Air India flights have been shifted to Haneda Airport, but if you go in Japan Airlines from Delhi or Bangalore, direct flights, it is still landing in Narita Airport, which is very far away from the city. The same distance between Bangalore Airport and Bangalore city, it's about 40-45 kilometers. So best to use this Welcome Suica card or Kisi Skyliner Express to reach your hotel. And again, Kisi Skyliner Express will be a separate ticket. So I hope this information was very, very handy and very, very helpful, guys. If you have any more questions, do ping me on Instagram, follow me and then ping me on Instagram for immediate response, or comment in the comment section. I'll try to respond to your comments as soon as possible. But again, I'm stressing you, avoid tour companies and tour packages. You will not get the real experience of Japan in terms of using metro or using Shinkansens or using bullet trains or experiencing the local stuff. Always go on your own. If you're an aged person, if you're over 60, 65, if you're unable to walk, or if you are very young in your age in terms of you haven't traveled anywhere, completely agree, you can take a tour company or tour package. But if you are healthy, if you're able to walk, if you're able to explore, and if you're able to do it by yourself, always visit countries like Japan on your own, because you will miss out on a lot of local experiences and local delicacies when it comes to food, when it comes to experience. Japan is another third world country. It's the most developed country. It's the world's smartest country. So there are a lot of things to talk about Japan. I can talk about it for the whole day. I'll still not get bored. So Japan is a different level experience for anyone going from any country, not just for Indians. If you're going from any part of the world, Malaysia, Dubai, anywhere, Japan is going to be one of experience, guys. You will not get such discipline, such prominent and most discipline, on time. Everything is highly brilliant, what we read in textbooks. So they follow the rules, they follow the lane system, they follow everyone, they follow everything, and they respect everyone. So Japan should be on your bucket list. If you're traveling to Japan, highly recommended that you travel on your own. I hope this video was very, very informative and very, very helpful, guys. I'll catch you guys in my next video.